Morning to everybody. We have a nice rainy day here in Fort Worth. Welcome to Unconventional Wisdom, our CSE podcast show. We have Randy on here this morning. We have Keith. We have myself. We have Marcus in the background as our engineer, and also rock band entrepreneur. I don't know if you guys knew, but he's what's the name of your band? Give you a little publicity here, Marcus.
It's called What's the Frequency?
What's the Frequency is the name of the band, and they're big over in Dallas. He was just talking about some recent gigs they had, and they're really becoming popular. Anyhow, our phone number is 214-377-1108. If you want to call, Marcus will be answering that phone. Our email is podcast@compoundstockearnings.com. If you want to send an email, I doubt we would address it. We would address it next Thursday, 10 a.m. Central. We're on Thursday at 10 a.m. Central. Check out our website, compoundstockearnings.com. You can find everything out about compound stock earnings, about the seminars, what they cost, just all kinds of stuff, and emails from all our clients, and the answers from Keith and myself and Randy and others that answer these emails. And you can sign up for our free Cal report. It's been published now for 20 years, a little over 20 years. And you can sign up for it. It's free. It comes out every Friday. It'll come out tomorrow. It's always dated on Saturday. It has emails from all our clients. It has all the trades that Keith and Randy have made during the course of the week. And when they do a trade, they're doing it with real money. They're doing it with their own money. And you get notices of what they're getting ready to do when they enter the trade and when they're getting ready to exit the trade. So you can enter and exit and make the same returns they do. The returns are astronomical. They can talk about those in a few minutes. I always kind of bring up something that is a little out of the ordinary from my regular business at these podcasts. And I have two, actually. One of them has already disappeared on my computer. So I'll just have to do it from memory. But out in San Francisco today, it's the first time they've started renting parking spaces for offices. So if you don't have the money to have a regular office, you can go out and rent a parking space in San Francisco and pay the daily rate as if you were parking. And they say it's just really a big, there's even a company that's been formed that just does that. You contact that company and they get you a parking space where you be. And that'll fit in really well because you got a lot of people just live on the street, so they can just like get up, roll over into their parking space and do they're probably banks. Most of them are probably bankers and brokers doing business with parking spaces. But but the other interesting one is, I don't know why I got this, but it just came as a text. Maybe somebody sent it to me, but it was Chase Bank. And it's one of those texts they send out. It's called Chase at Chase. And evidently, and I didn't know this, they have an operation called Monday Motivation. They probably only send out these fantastic financial tips on Monday. This one is just so incredibly dumb. And it's just totally, absolutely dumb. I mean, the only difference between, I think, what Chase is becoming, which is just dumb people, they're just dumb. And, we got Wells Fargo, which, they're a lot smarter because they're sort of crooks. But Chase is just dumb people. Anyhow, it starts off, it doesn't make a lot of sense at first, but this is all it is. It's for Monday Motivation. It says, why is my balance so low? And then it says bank account. This is the bank speaking. Bank account, make coffee at home. Bank account, eat the food that's already in the fridge. Bank account, you don't need a cab. It's only 3 blocks to work. I guess we'll never know. Bank account, seriously. Then that's it. And what that shows is a total contempt they have for the intelligence of their clients. And then these are the same clients that they continuously talk about that never have any money, don't save any money their entire life. Well, they're never going to make any money. They're never going to save any money when you're dealing with a Chase like Bank, whose total returns in their most aggressive fund, the total returns for the last 3 years has been 3.96% per year. Now, you can do one trade with Keith or with Randy, one trade, one time a year, and make more than that. One trade, one time a year, make substantially more than that. So that's where banks are going, and banks are just continually get get this way. They just think they're so smart. And now Chase, I just can't believe that Chase is actually just treating their clients like they're complete dumbasses. Complete dumbasses. Okay, that's my comment. And I always get really strong comments from Randy, and they always have a lot to say about my comments. Actually, they hardly ever say anything.
Hey, Joe, I want to tell you real quick. I believe we have a caller on.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Caller, can you hear us?
Who's our caller?
Let's see. It's supposed to be there. Oh, wait, here we go. One more thing.
Okay.
There's always one more change to make. All right, caller, can you hear us?
Yes, this is Russell, caller from Dallas, Texas.
Hey, Russell, how you doing? You sound just fine. You coming through just fine. Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you pretty good. It's a little bit of a delay. I'm still dealing with U.S. Steel, ticker symbol S.
Yeah.
I bought it at 39 in July of last year. It's at the 52-week low. I've done 2 TSSs on it and did the inverted curve. I'm down to, do I slide down to $10 now and pick up some more premium, or this is the only stock that I've had this kind of trouble with. So I'm at a loss as to what to do with it, from 39 to 14 now.
Okay. Well, yeah, well, that's the perfect TSS because, as you know, and for the people listening, the TSS transaction is where, since this stock is falling, he's going to go out and he's going to sell a call when the stock's going down. If you look at the chart for that stock, the highs are getting low and the lows are getting lower. So what you do is, on the high, this lower than the previous high, you sell a call, and then you buy that call back, which gives you a return based on what you paid for the stock originally, not on the current value, but on what you paid for it originally. And you just keep doing that until eventually you've gotten all your money out of the stock, or the thing turns around and goes back up. Now what is that company again? Yes, it's what?
U.S. Steel, ticker symbol X.
Okay, well, U.S. Steel, they can go out of business, in the next couple of weeks. So in all probability, it's going to turn around. You're going to head back up and you're going to get your money back. What are your returns now? When you sell a call, what kind of return is that based on what you paid for the stock originally?
I paid 39 for the stock. The last TSI I did was in April, and I picked up on 200 shares, I picked up a $5.85 premium, which was over $1,000. But I had to buy it back when the inverted curve occurred and give back about half of that.
Well,
So
you didn't have to buy it back. You did buy it back because it was.
I did buy it back because I thought it was turning around and I could do it again.
Yeah, well, it'll go back up and turn around. You can do it again. You just again. The whole point is, if you'd bought the stock like a normal person on the street would have bought the stock, they'd be sitting there with a huge loss. At least you're generating income, and there's a
little something coming out of it. The way it's been working for me, if the TSS brings in $1,000, the idea for me to buy it back when you get the inverted curve is, of course, to give back the smallest amount of that. But it's just, this is almost a year I've been dealing with this. And I know you say management is harder than dealing with it going straight up. I've learned that the hard way.
Okay. Well, let me get the comments and thoughts of Randy. What are your thoughts on this? See, could he be doing something different, or is he doing what he's supposed to be doing?
Let me get.
Randy?
Okay. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
My question was, you heard what he had to say.
Yeah.
Is he doing what he's supposed to be doing, or do you have any thoughts on something he could do different, or is it just doing what?
No, sounds like he's doing well. I just looked at the chart. It's at the bottom of the channel, so now we're just waiting for it to make a V, go back up, and make that inverted V and sell the TSS again. So, with that last call, he sold for $5 and bought it back for $2.50, so he made $2.50 a share. And like you said, Joe, everybody else was just watching it go down and not getting anything. But at least by managing it with that TSS, you're doing a good job.
Yeah. Over this period of time, how much money have you accumulated from these buybacks?
I'm going to say roughly about 3, and I'm down about 46 from the purchase price of 39.
So
about $3,000.
Okay, but
I haven't done the percentages. I've just done the dollar amounts.
But when you went into the stock, you didn't think it was going to go down. That's what happened. That's why the techniques good technique. I mean, you didn't do it on purpose. It just happened, you know, and you're making money, and somebody else that doesn't know the technique is not making anything. So that's the difference.
Well, this is true. If I just bought it at 39 and it went down to 14, I'd probably be having a stroke. But I am being able to manage it through the TSS, and that's a CSE technique. And I want to thank you guys for that.
Well, you're sure welcome. That's what we call our medical technique. It prevents diseases like strokes and hemorrhages and things like that. So let me see if Keith has any. Keith, can you help out any different, or we're on the right track?
No, I think you're on the right track. I do not do the covered calls and TSS stuff right now, so been a while since I've done it, but I think you're on the right track. And be patient. Be patient, and as Randy says, watch the charts and take advantage of it, both when it's low in its cycle and it's high in its cycle, and just keep adding to your profits there and lowering your basis for your stock. Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
You're sure welcome. If it keeps going long enough, you get all your money out of the stock anyhow. You don't have anything in. And well, thanks for calling in. We appreciate it. Okay. Well, good. We had a caller. So, Randy, what's going on out there in Phoenix, Arizona?
Well, for me, I'm trying to get over this cold or flu or whatever I got. So just happy that my voice is still working.
Well,
but we got sunshine and no rain, getting a little bit of wind.
We've got rain. We've had thunder going for a couple of days now, and just like Marcus, our engineer, said a while ago, that it's supposed to rain all into next week through Friday, as far as the forecast goes. And yeah, you and I've been trading sick. I've been in the hospital for some minor out-of-day surgery, and fortunately, they had a brain replacement, and they can replace brains now. So I feel a lot better. And so, Keith, how about you up there? What's going on in your world?
Hey, Joe, I hate to interrupt, but I think we have another caller.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Caller, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
There you go. Caller number 2.
Caller number 2, how are you?
Hey.
Joe, I hate to interrupt, but I think we have another caller.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Okay.
Good morning.
Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Darius. I'm from South Carolina, BMW manufacturing down here. I'm in a situation where I like to take my pension freeze, the money that's in my pension, and convert it over, and I'd like to know how to get started.
Okay, well, if it's in your pension, is it in like a 401k, or what's it in?
No. Well, actually, it's in the company is freezing a pension fund, and pretty much what they're doing is they cashing it out and letting us take the proceeds, roll it over, do whatever we need to do with it, because a lot of companies are getting rid of their pensions, and we probably was the last of many companies in the car manufacturing business that has a pension. So I like to take and I've tried other avenues and looked in other areas to roll my pension over to, and the numbers don't look good at all. But I've been following your show, and I read the book, and I got the advanced charting book, and I feel like I could do a whole lot better with my own money than someone else wrecking the ship.
Well, that's for sure, particularly Chase Bank or Wells Fargo. But a lot of times when companies start eliminating their retirement programs, they'll institute a 401k. So BMW has not created a 401k for you yet, right?
No, we do have 401k, and BMW is also creating this a retirement plan called RIA, and they contribute to that fund too as well. But this is separate part of a lot of us that started with BMW manufacturing back when they first came here to Spartanburg. We was on a pension, but they got rid of the pension in 2000. But I was grandfathered in. Okay,
what you need to do is again, I'm not an expert on giving advice here, but what I would do is convert that to an IRA, because it sounds like they're going to take care of it with other programs, particularly like the IRA equivalent, where they contribute money, which there's no way you can lose on that. But at least convert it to an IRA. That way, whatever income you get, and again, I don't know when you're converting an existing retirement plan to an IRA, what that means from the standpoint of if you have to pay some penalty? Keith?
I like to do the lump sum. I'm gonna go ahead and do the lump sum, and I signed up with Allie, which used to be formerly Trade King, and I'm trying to do a self-directed IRA, or in other words, I can go in there and choose my own investments and probably do calls, covered calls, or the CSE technique is what I wanted to go to,
Well,
because all these other programs I looked at don't look too good at all.
okay, well, you're ahead of the game then if you're going into an IRA, because you can do anything in that IRA that CSE does, and so you're heading the right direction, and there's just no problems there. Do you guys have any other thoughts, Randy? Do you have any thoughts might help them out or anything?
Sure. Could attend the 2-day cover call seminar, which will give them a lot more information and be able to ask questions to fully understand those techniques that he's been reading about in the book. And then we also have the Thursday evening cover call coaching service as well. That so if people that like work during the day, they can still attend, and those are recorded and archived so that you can watch them over and over and over again, and don't have to actually be there live. Those are two.
Is that free on Thursday, or how do I log into that? Is something I sign up for, had to pay for, or?
Yeah, get a hold of the Compound Stock Earnings office. You can email them at support@compoundstockearnings.com and ask Sue Ann there about getting into the covered call coaching service on the Thursday night. That's a good way to get started to answer your questions. We go through the charts. We go through selecting new positions. We go through any of the management techniques that you have a question about. So it's a good way to get started.
What about you, Keith? Do you work in the IRAs?
Yeah, the biggest thing is also just double check with your accountant to make sure that you're doing things right, because we're not accountants here. But yeah, no, I would agree with Randy on getting started that way. Also, the biggest thing is while you're learning it, virtual trade it. Don't trade with real money till you get the hang of things too. Highly encourage that.
Well, as far as virtual trading, I'm looking for different sites to virtual trade on, and a lot of companies don't offer the virtual trading anymore. Like Trade King used to have it, and now they no longer offer virtual trading anymore. So you can practice the techniques before you even start trading. What would you suggest to find a virtual trading site?
Well, the best thing I do for virtual trading is I love Excel. So I can track the prices online on one of the trading sites or the just CNBC site, and then you can just record those on a piece of paper or on Excel, and you can track things that way too.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a huge proponent of doing that.
Yeah, I believe TradeStation has virtual trading. You might also just Google virtual trading, and that'll give you all the brokers. Most of your Main Street brokers or your big brokers still have virtual trading. But let me make one suggestion: if you do it, you can open an account. Probably going to be more than $100. If you open an account for $100, a virtual trading account, they give you live data. If it's less than that, they don't charge you anything out of that $100. I mean, it just says there. They don't charge you anything. They just hope you're going to put more money in and trade. But they give you live data. If you don't put in $100, it kind of depends on the company. It's $50 to $100, and they're going to give you delayed data, which is going to be like 15 or 20 minutes, which is not for anything. So, but just Google it. But I know TradeStation, which is the that we use, has virtual trading, and they're good.
And so, and Joe, E-Trade is got their virtual trading going again as well. So
there you go. Yeah,
there's multiple ones to choose from out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys for taking my call. I'm still at work here, and I tried to call last week, and Marcus couldn't get me connected to you. So I'm glad to get through this week, and I really appreciate all the education I've been getting from you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Hold on. Don't go. Okay. Let me give you a number. And I'll be doing the 2-day covered call seminar at the end of June. But anyhow, my number is 817-739-8989. 817-739-8989. So when you
Let me write that down real quick. Like,
call me anytime during market hours. Make sure it's during market hours because we really can't do much. Even if you're not.
let me write that down real quick. Like, what's the number now?
Okay, the number is 817-739-8989.
Okay.
And just call during market hours. And even if you're not, hey, we don't have anything to talk about if we can't look at the market and see what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, well, thanks a whole lot.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, that was exciting. $2. I cannot believe it.
That's a record.
Yeah, I know it. 2 of them in one day. Keith, did you get, before we got, because we got the caller during your little dissertation there, was there anything you didn't get to say or before we got
No,
the
just we had the 2-day seminar for credit spread trading this last week, fairly well attended, and I think it was useful for those that attended. I know there were a lot of good questions on it, and I thank you for those that did join in.
Okay, great. I want to say one thing. We also have a service called micro moment trading, which getting in and out of trades real quick. And we also are big on trying to point out, banks and brokers say, you graduate college, come in and start putting money in an account where you can't buy a house or buy a car, have a family or anything like that, go out to eat. And in 40 years, we'll give you enough money to maybe you can exist for a month or something. You can take $1,000, put it into Keith's account, Randy's account, our micro moment trading account, and forget about it and just do their trades. If they just made 1% a week, 1% a week, they make more than 1% a week. And you're not going to believe this number. In 20 years, and if you started doing this when you get out of college, let's say you're 25, so in 20 years, you could retire at 45. The original 1,000, 1% a week. Now, all these things make more than 1% a week. It's going to grow to $31,205,326.72 if that's in an IRA or one of those accounts, and it's going to be all tax-free. 31 million bucks is what the power of compounding on a single $1,000 payment. You don't have to, keep putting money in every month and not have a life. You can just adopt any of these techniques, any of these CSE techniques, get these guys, just follow their trades, do what they do. And that's what you're going to have at the end of 20 years when you're only 45 years old, which means you can screw up a lot and you can forget to trade and you're still going to come out okay. So I hate to if I use anything above 1%, my calculator will not figure it. It starts giving me certain digits and I have, never been able, I can handle 31 million, but if they start adding other zeros to it, it's too big. I don't know the words you say. So you guys disagree with any of that?
Nope.
Okay. Well, we will call it a day. It's been a great day. Appreciate everybody attending. Go to our website, compoundstockearnings.com. Sign up for the free Cal report. Absolutely free. You get it every single week. You would have been getting it for 20 years now. And you'll get it for the next 20 years. And it has everything that's going on at CSE. And our website tells you all kinds of stuff about CSE. But the Cal report gives you specific comments that people write in and ask, trades that these guys are doing, and how they get into them, how they get out of them, and what the returns are. All kinds of stuff. But the website tells you every single thing about CSE, and not only about these guys and their seminars and when they are and what they're about and all kinds of stuff. So go compoundstockearnings.com and sign up for the Cal report and just, obviously the website doesn't cost anything, and just continuously check it so it changes all the time. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. Thanks for the callers. And we'll call it a day. Thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye-bye.